by calling 1-888-9TCM-SHOP or online at shop.tcm.com.
This is a movie I have to watch every couple of years.
I love this film for many reasons.
Every frame really is a piece of art.
But it's really storytelling done so well.
It's just a great movie.
And essential. Network, 1976. Faye Dunaway is supreme in this film.
This film explores the power of television, but in the most riveting way.
As a writer, Patty Chayefsky was an incredible genius, and I think this movie proves that.
I don't believe that filmmaking gets any better than Network.
We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad.
Now, our next essential is an amazing movie, another amazing movie, Network from 1976. Script by Patty Chayefsky.
Yep.
Directed by Sidney Lumet with this incredible cast, headed by William Holden, Faye Dunaway, Peter Finch, Ned Beatty, Robert Duvall. Wonderful cast. Beatrice Straight.
Yep.
It has such a message and such depth and such texture to it, and yet it's very entertaining.
I think this is a perfect movie. I think it's one of the greatest films ever made. I think it does have such a powerful message, and it chooses to investigate the world of which it takes place, yes, television, in a way that you don't often see. But it has these incredibly rich characters, and it has dynamics specifically through Peter Finch's character also that is just the most riveting way to explore the taboo nature of the television industry. The prophet this man becomes, the comedy in which Sidney Lumet and Patty Chayefsky choose to handle it, yet never shy away from the intensity and the truth of these questions. I just don't think it gets better than this.
It is particularly brilliant, too, I think, because you feel that passionately about it today, and people saw it as a different movie. In 1976. They saw it as a brilliant satire and somewhat of a comedy, tongue-in-cheek comedy about what could happen to this medium of television. And now we're in it, where it's not satire anymore. It's kind of showing everybody what goes on today in networks, and it's like a forecasting that came true. And that's what's so kind of terrifying about it, but what also makes the writing so brilliant. Patty Chayefsky was an incredible genius.
All I know is this violates every canon of respectable broadcasting.
We're not a respectable network. We're a whorehouse network, and we have to take whatever we can get.
Well, I don't want any part of it. I don't fancy myself the president of a whorehouse.
That's very commendable of you, Nelson. Now sit down. Your indignation has been duly recorded. You can always resign tomorrow.
I read Sidney Lumet's biography, and he talks so much about how casting is such a large part of his decision-making as a director. And I think this is also just the perfect cast. Peter Finch and William Holden are so good together, and you believe them, especially in the first scene out of the gate when they come stumbling out drunk together, and you just feel their chemistry. And then enter Faye Dunaway.
She is just so supreme in this movie. She never had a better part.
Good as it
and
gets.
never played a better performance, I don't think. She's so much that character.
You had a minute and a half of that lady riding a bike naked in Central Park. On the other hand, you had less than a minute of hard national and international news. It was all sex, scandal, brutal crime, sports, children with incurable diseases, and lost puppies.
The tenacity in which her character works from...
It's not an actress acting, though. It's a person.
Yes.
Yeah, terrifying person.
Yes. But some people don't know how to see themselves and, like, channel that. And whether she was looking inside or not, she channeled something that was absolutely perfect for the role.
Yeah. So let's see the movie. Here it is with a screenplay by Patty Chayefsky and direction by Sidney Lumet. From 1976, Network.